Kumar, in this video, I just want to have a discussion about money.
Oh, wow.
So if I can ask you, Kumar, what is money to you? The question that I'm asking today, Kumar, is when you think of the word money, what do you what is money to you?
What is money to me? I think it's freedom.
So I think we captured that in a previous video as well. So money is freedom. What else?
Vacation.
Okay, yeah, it's something that you can use to buy vacation, which is good. So basically, it's something that you can use to do
That's right.
anything that you want, right?
That's true. Yeah.
But money is something you can use to buy investments.
Right.
So when we look at this, and everybody would have different answer to when I say what is money, but in reality, what we can agree is that money, we call that dollar in North America, is just nothing but a medium of exchange.
Yes, it is.
That's basically what it is. It's a tool. It's a tool to buy food. It's a tool to buy vacation. It's a tool to pay for mortgage. It's a tool to pay for car payment. It's a tool to buy investment. It's just a medium of exchange, nothing more than that. Remember the barter system a long time
Right.
ago when we didn't have currency? We used to trade goods.
With the goods.
Yeah, goods for the goods. And then just to make the trades much easier for everybody, money was created and added value to it, right? Everybody
Right.
added value to money. When we look at a dollar, we can see, hey, dollar has value, right? Money has value.
Yeah.
Now, money has value. And there's two values money has. Number one is what it can buy today. And that value of money is called present value of money. Number two is what it can earn tomorrow. Which is future value of money.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if I want to go to a Samsung store and buy a Samsung,
The invisible
being camouflaged.
phone. Yes.
If I want to buy a Samsung, I don't know what S9 Plus or 10 Plus, whatever the new phone is, and Samsung will tell me the value of this phone is $1,000. So that is basically what money can buy today, or which is also called the present value of money. The second value of money is what it can earn. And that's where we lose everything because we don't know what it can earn tomorrow.
Right. Yes.
And here's basically what I'm trying to say. So today, there's two ways that we are actually using money. So if this is a family, doesn't matter who it is, husband and wife,
Mm-hmm.
they are either borrowing money from a bank for the mortgages, car payments, to buy cars, etc., and then they have to pay this bank back principal and interest. So this is one way of them using money. So when we borrow money from the bank and we have to pay the bank back principal and interest, Kumar, would you call that a financing decision of money? Because you have to pay interest on it.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's a financing decision, right? Because there's a cost of borrowing.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, if you have $2,000 today, and let's just say this family wants to buy a new, I don't know, like an ultra high, super duper definition Samsung 70-inch TV, and this is not a commercial for Samsung, by the way. I'm just using that as an example. So let's just say somebody wants to buy TV and they have cash, and the cost of TV today, you want to walk into Best Buy, and the price tag on TV is $2,000. So if you take your $2,000, you buy the TV, you give the money to Best Buy gives you the TV, so you exchange money for TV. You have the TV, but who has the money? Best Buy, and Best Buy is going to put that money right back into the bank.
That's right.
Now, how much of that $2,000 that you spend cash on TV, how much of that $2,000 is now working for you?
I think it's all gone.
It's all gone. So We not just made a decision of taking the $2,000 to buy a TV. We also made a decision of not to earn any interest on that $2,000. When we pay cash for something, Kumar, there's cost of loss opportunity associated with that transaction. And that cost of loss opportunity is permanent. When we spend cash, the money has left us permanently, not just for us, but for our next generation and their next generation. Could this money not have earned you 2% per year? In a GIC today, you could have earned 2%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
And
could.
imagine if somebody's 45 today and they take that $2,000 in cash and then they buy something, they lost opportunity to earn 2% on that $2,000 till end of time. If they're 45, based on current mortality rates, they're going to be implanted till at least age 85. So for the next 40 years, that they're not earning anything on that money. Just for trivia, I'm going to do a calculation of loss opportunity of using $2,000 in that example and show you what the cost of loss opportunity is. Can you see the screen okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see.
Let's just say it was $2,000 if you used to buy TV, and we could have earned 2% on that money. And if somebody's 45, they're going to be implanted till at least age 85 based on current mortality tables. So they made a decision of not earning $2,000 for next 40 years, and at 2%, the real cost of buying the TV is not $2,000, it's $4,448 because that's the cost of loss opportunity. That's just over one $2,000 transaction. Imagine how much more cash is leaving the family just on paying, just by cash transactions.
Wow. That's true, yeah.
It adds up big time.
It does.
So
Yes.
again, going back to this example, every decision that we make with money is a financing decision. We either borrow money from the bank, we pay the bank back principal and interest, or we use our own cash and we lose the opportunity to earn interest. If we understand that there's value attached to money, we should be conducting our transactions differently. If you believe in compounding, when should we stop our money from compounding, Kumar?
Compounding.
If you believe in compounding, when should you stop your money from stop compounding?
I don't think ever.
Ever, right? So what I'll do is I just want to pull up a example. Now, this is just an example. Not saying you have to go do this. Now, let's see how we can use compounding to our advantage. Can you see the PowerPoint okay, Kumar?
Yes, I can.
So let's just say today the objective is to buy a car. The car is worth $30,000. And you have $30,000, Kumar. It's sitting in a GIC, which is Guaranteed Investment Certificate, and it's in a tax-free savings account, and it's earning you 4%. Now, we understand that GICs are not going to earn 4% today, as of today. But I just want to make this deal really good for you to show you a teaching point. It's not a matter of rate, it's just a teaching point that I want to show you.
Mm-hmm.
So you want money to buy a car, and let's just say $30,000 is all that you have. So you have two options. Number one is, what you can do is, you can take your $30,000 from your GIC and use that money to buy a car. So option one is withdraw your money from TFSA and pay cash for the car and own it free and clear. That's option one. You can elect that. Option two is you take your GIC, so you take your $30,000 and you use that as a collateral to get a loan from private lenders. So you take your GIC, which is earning 4%, you go to a private lender and you use that GIC as a collateral, and the private lender will give you the money as loan to buy a car. And the lender says, well, Kumar, I can use the GIC as collateral. I'm happy to do so because it's guaranteed and you can earn guaranteed 4%. I'll give you the money to buy a car, but the interest that I'm going to charge on the loan is 6%, and you have to pay me back in 48 months. So which option do you think one should prefer? Pay cash for the car or take a loan at 6% when the GIC is earning 4%? You can certainly pay cash for the car, but then you have foregone the opportunity to earn 4%. And when I'm giving you this option that you can still earn 4% and take a loan against it at 6%, people are just too focused on the rates and they say, well, this makes no sense. I cannot get ahead in life financially if I'm earning at 4% and paying back at 6%. It makes no sense. So I would rather choose option one, pay cash for it, because we are too focused on the rates. Now let's go to the calculator and let's check the math and let's see which one makes sense. Now borrowing at 6% and paying back, borrowing at 6% and growing at 4%. Let's see the math. So this is the loan calculator. So let's just say, Kumar, you took this deal, you took the $30,000 from the lender. You have to pay back in 48 months. The interest rate is 6%. Based on that, your monthly payment is $704.55. The interest that you paid on the transaction over 48 months to the lender is $3,818.40. Are you okay with the math on the loan, Kumar?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when we took a loan to buy the car, we didn't take our money from a GIC, right? The GIC was still growing.
Yeah.
So let's see what happened. So this is your GIC. You have $30,000 in GIC, and it was earning 4%. And over the next 48 months, so this is just in days, 1460 days, but it's actually 48 months. It's the same time period. The total interest that you earned in GIC is $5,195. So this is earning at 4%. This is paying back at 6%. Which way did you come out ahead?
Yes. Earning at 4% and paying at 6%.
Right? So when I ask this question, if you believe in compounding, when should you stop your money from compounding? The answer is never. You want to be in position of leveraging against it, but leveraging in a way so that you have total and absolute control. Meaning you don't have to qualify for the loan, whereas in this scenario, Kumar, you had to qualify for the loan, even you use the GIC as collateral. Imagine not having to qualify for the loan and setting your own repayment terms on that loan, and also benefiting from the interest payment that you're making on the loan. That's possible if we do the transaction using the process of becoming your own banker.